Case Study 1. Maria, a talented artist, won first place in a reality show competition and received a 300,000 ringgit prize. She decided to invest most of his winnings in a financial institution earning 3.35% interest compounded monthly, setting aside a portion for personal life. Her goal is to use the investment income to open his own art gallery. After 7 years, his investment is worth Rm 250,594 ringgit 51 cents. How much of her prize money did Maria initially invest? K equals to 0.0335, M equals to 12, since it has been stated a financial institution earning 3.35% interest compounded monthly. S equals to Rm 250,594.51 cents, T equals to 7, N equals to MT, which is 12 times 7, which will give us 84, and K equals to K divided by M, which is 0.0335 divided by 12. For this question, we will be using this formula. S equals to P times 1 plus I to the power of N, which will give us P equals to Rm 198,276.57 cents. B. What was the accumulated interest over the 7-year period? For this question, we will be using this formula, which is I equals to S minus P, which will give us the interest is Rm 52,370 ringgit 44 cents.
We will move to the next question is C. How long did it take for Maria to earn 300,000 from her initial investment? For this question, we will be using the formula S equal P times 1 plus I power to N. 300,000 equal 198,276.57 ringgit times 1 plus 0.0335 per 12 power to N. So, if we calculate all this, we will get 1.5130 equal 1.0028 power to N. So, we need to move N into the left side and 1.51030 to the right side. And we need to put log for 1.5130 and also to 1.0028 power to N, and we will get N equal log 1.5130 per log 1.0028, and we calculate and we get N equal 158. We need to divide 158 into with 12, so we will get T equal 158 divide 12, and we get T equal 12 years and 4 months. To the next question is D. What nominal rate compounded quarterly would result in the 5 years period to earn 3 Rm 300,000? Find the periodic rate of the investment. So, for this question, we'll use the same formula with question C, which is S equal P times 1 plus I power to N. So, we will get 300,000 equal 198,276.57 ringgit times 1 plus K per 4 power to 20. So, if we calculate all this, we will get 1.5130 equal times 1 plus K per 4 power to 20. We need to did something to calculate all this, which is we need to move 1.5130 to the right side and 1 plus K per 4 to the left side, and also we need to put square roots for 1.5130. We will get bracket 1 plus K per 4 equal square roots 20, 1.5130. We will get 1 plus K per 4 equal 1.0209, and we need to calculate again, and we will get K per 4 equal 0.0209, and we need to calculate again and we will get K equal 0.836, and we need to change 0.836 into percent, and we need to times with 100, and we will get K equal 8.36%.
Case study 2, question 1. Vidya deposited 50,000 ringgit in an account that pays 5% compounded quarterly. 5 years later, she withdrew all her savings to pay down a down payment on the purchase of a shop lot costing 150,000 ringgit. The balance is to be settled through equal monthly payments for the next 8 years at an interest rate of 6.5% compounded monthly. Calculate the value of the monthly payment. So here, we'll have to calculate first the amount of payment that has to be made in total. So we'll use S equals to P times 1 plus I. So I here is 0.05 divided by 4. Since it says 5% compounded quarterly. 5% compounded quarterly means 4 times a year. And N, which is equals to 4, since M is 4 times 5, since it says 5 years here equals to 20. And then S equals to 192,030 ringgit and 56 cents. So 150,000 minus 192,030 ringgit 56 cents equals to 130,769 ringgit 44 cents. After that, we can calculate the value of the monthly payment. So to calculate the value of the monthly payment, we'll use A equals to R times 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of negative N divided by I. I here is 0.065 since it says 6.5% compounded monthly. Monthly, which equals to 12 months. So 12, 0.065 divided by 12. And N is 12 times 8 since it says 12 is compounded monthly times 8 years, which is equals to 96. So after plugging in all the information into the formula, we get the monthly payment of 1,750 ringgit 51 cents. That's all for question 1. So question 2. Izul planned to purchase an apartment that costs 158,000 ringgit. He had to pay a 10% down payment. A. If he deposited 1,178 ringgit 4 cents every 3 months in an account that paid interest of 8% compounded quarterly to cover down the payment, how many payments would he make? To calculate the first step, we'll have to calculate the 10% down payment that he had made. So A equals 158,000 times 10% equals to 15,800. So this is the amount of down payment he had made. So for the second step, A equals to 158,000 minus 15,800 to get the amount he has to pay, which is 142,200 ringgit. For the third step, we will use the A equals R times 1 minus 1 plus I to the power of N divided by I to calculate the amount of payments he had made. So for the third step, 142,200 equals to 1,178 ringgit 4 cents times 1 minus 1 plus 0.02 to the power of N divided by 0.02, which you will have to use the log for calculation, and which results in N equals log 3.4142 divided by log 1.02 equals to 62 payments. That's all for question 2.
Izul took a loan to pay the balance of the cost of the apartment. The loan was for 25 years and was to be paid monthly at a 6% compounded monthly rate. Find the monthly payment for the loan. So, A, we get from the previous previous question, which is 158,000. I, K divided by M, which is K equal to 0.06 and equal MT, which means 12 times 25. For this question, we will use A equal to R times 1 minus time 1 plus I to the power of negative n divided by I. So we will use all information that we get earlier to fill this formula, and it will be 158,000 equal to R time 1 minus time 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12 to the power of minus 300 divided by 0.06 divided by 12, and it will be R equal to 1018. Izul missed his 5 months payment. How much should he pay on his 6th payment? From the previous question, we get R equal to 1018, I equal to K, which is 6%, and divided by M equal to 12. N equal to M times T, which will be 6. From this question, we will use formula S equal to R times 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1 divided by I. Using this formula, we will get S6 equal to 1018 times 1 plus 0.06 divided by 12 to the power of 6 minus 1 divided by 0.06 divided by 12. And the answer will be 6,184.86 cents.